Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing my top 10 purchases from 2022 that were not new products, makeup products that came out some period ago, not this year, could have been years ago, could have been last year, but products that I just wanted to try for myself and loved. Oldies but goldies that I have just recently discovered. So without further ado, let's get started. You know, being a YouTube creator, I feel like we, have to try all of the new makeup, the new releases. And sometimes I feel sad that there's a lot of stuff I haven't tried that I would have purchased for myself that I've been interested in, but I have to prioritize new releases because, that's what people want. That's what people are interested in from YouTube creators in the beauty space. They want to know this new product that just came out. Is that any good? Should I buy it? These limited edition items before they sell out, tell me if they're good, show me swatches. That's kind of like the job that like people want from you on YouTube. And if you review older products, they don't get views, nobody watches it. It's just not as interesting and exciting as the new shiny products. And there's just a whole heap of already existing products, maybe that you guys already know about, that I've never tried, that people recommend to me or that just catch my eye, that I see people using and I think, what is that? That's not new. I need to know about this. So it's definitely something that I want to do more next year. I want to try more products that I just find that I discover that aren't necessarily new, because let me tell you, I found some incredible products this year that weren't new releases. So first up, it's this Chanel bronzer. So this is the Le Beige Healthy Glow Luminous Color Bronzer. I have the shade Medium Deep. I decided to try this when I was watching, I think it was Erin Nicole's favorite Chanel products, and she spoke about this, which is basically, it's like a powder and you can use it however you want. They have some deeper colors that can be bronzers on lighter skin tones. As you can see, I'm really having to build this up to get even a swatch. It's a very subtle, light bronzer for me on my skin tone, and this is the medium deep shade. So there is a shade deeper than this, but obviously if you have more of a medium or deeper skin tone, it's going to be hard for you to get this to show up as a bronzer on your skin tone. It's actually more of a powder, but Erin suggested trying it as a bronzer and it's glorious. It's such a beautiful glowing powder. It just has this really subtle luminosity to it, and because it's such a subtle color on me, I just love this for those days where I want to be really natural, really not do a lot of bronzer, just a little hint of something, but I want to look ultra glowy and fresh, and it's just beautiful. I really love it. As I said, I have to build it up a lot to get a bit of a subtle bronze, but I don't mind doing that. I enjoy the bronzing process, so I don't mind doing it for a minute, Next up, let's talk about a lip colour from a brand that I own, I thought, like every lipstick under the sun. It's Charlotte Tilbury. So I have a huge Charlotte Tilbury lipstick collection, okay? I have every colour, or I thought I have every colour that I could possibly ever need or want from the brand. One of my all-time favourite lipstick brands, lipstick formulas, especially the Kissing formula, which even more than the mattes, I thought I had every colour that I would ever like or want to wear. And then I don't even know where I came across like a swatch of this lipstick that made me go, why have I not got that? But it is Stoned Rose. The reason I never bought this lipstick is because of the name, Stoned Rose. I don't like rosy colour lipsticks. They just don't suit me as much. I'm not really drawn to pink or mauve type of lipstick colours. And so the name Stoned Rose makes me think I'm not going to like it, but do you see what I'm seeing? This is not rose. This is like a burnt orange. I like these types of colours. So I saw either someone wear this. It might have just been on Temptalia when I was looking for something else. And I stumbled upon a swatch of this colour and thought, hold up a minute. Why don't I own that? So I instantly ordered it, and it's now one of my favourite ever lipstick colours in the Kissing Formula from Charlotte Tilbury, and I have been missing out on this. This has been around for forever, and I think what happened, I think one of you guys told me this was actually like reformulated, or they changed the colour, and it used to be more of a rose colour than this, and now it's changed to this colour. It's now sold out, I think, and I don't know what's going on with it, but thank goodness I got in there while it was still available, because I love it. It's so gorgeous. It's definitely more of a summer colour for me, what I like to wear in the summer. I was wearing this like most days, and I don't know where it's been all my life. Next up, let's talk about the BK Beauty brushes. Hello, where have I been? People have been raving about these brushes. I mean, BK Beauty has been around a good few years now, and these brushes in particular, 101, which is the foundation brush, and 107, which is, I think it's called like a blush brush, which is probably how I typically use this. But this is like one of the absolute best of the best brushes for cream cheek products, especially for me, cream blush or liquid blush or cream or liquid highlighter. It's just so good because it's so soft and gentle that it gives you your best shot at applying those products without them picking up your foundation or disturbing anything. And this is one of my all-time favorite foundation brushes. It's the perfect slant. It's got that angle that allows you to get around your brows, around your nose, and it's just a perfect size and shape, and it applies foundation beautifully. And thank goodness I was gifted these brushes this year because they aren't available in the UK. You can get them shipped from their website. They do ship internationally, but that's why I'd never tried them. And then Lisa sent me a huge number of her brushes, and I am fully hooked now. Okay, I am fully a big fan, and I think I was the last person on YouTube to try BK Beauty, and thank goodness I finally joined the club. Next up, let's talk about another lipstick from a brand of which, again, I thought I owned every single shade that I wanted from. I have dozens of lipsticks. It's Lisa Eldridge, okay? Lisa Eldridge. I own like every lipstick going from that brand. My favourite matte formula. Absolutely obsessed with the Luxuriously Lucents as well. The liners. I'm a huge fan of Lisa Eldridge. There's one colour that I skipped on from her very first release. So this was one of her original first ever releases of the velvets, and it's Velvet Morning. I have Velvet Jazz and Velvet Ribbon, and I've had them for years since they first were released, but I skipped on Morning, and it's really weird. I don't know why, because I love like orange reds, and that's like the orange red from those shades that Lisa originally released. And I've had so many of you telling me, Charlotte, you need Velvet Morning, it will look amazing on you, you'll love it. And it just took me ages to buy it. I think here's the thing, here's what's happened. Lisa is always releasing new shades, and I just am always, you know, like I said, blinkers on, blinded by the new, that I forget there are existing shades that I haven't tried. So this year I finally picked up Velvet Morning, and she's everything I hoped for and more. The perfect orange red. She is just so bright and glorious. Again, more of a sort of spring summer shade for me. The pigment in these lipsticks, you guys know what it's like. They're insane. So glorious. I love these types of colours. Bold, bright orange and red lipsticks, and this is like the queen of those colours. So glad I finally remembered to pick this one up because it's one of my favourites. I definitely think it's my favourite of the sort of more classic, typical reds. Obviously, I love Cinnabar and Enchantment, but they aren't really sort of traditional reds. This is like my favourite of the real traditional reds, like the Ribbon, Jazz, Morning, Dragon. I think this is the one. Next up, let's talk about an eyeshadow palette that I insisted I was passing on. I wasn't going to buy. I wasn't interested in when it first came out. I don't know why now. I don't know what I was thinking. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know what my brain was doing with itself when I decided to pass on this palette from Pat McGrath. It's Midnight Sun. When this first was released, I was like, no. I'm all set for Pat McGrath shadow. That's what I think I thought. I thought between the Divine Rose 1 and 2 that were like my favourites, and then between maybe Mothership 5, I have all of this. I don't need this one. And then it was on sale in one of Pat's sales for such a ridiculous price. Like, I think I bought this for like £50 or something. It might have even been less than that. It was during her crazy sale time. So I finally bit the bullet and was like, what was I thinking? This became, like overnight, my favourite ever Mothership. It gazumped all that came before her. Obviously now Mothership X has come along and probably gazumped this one now. So this one is now back down to second, but at the time it became my instant favourite. And I will say this has my favourite mattes. Just the colours, they are the most neutral mattes, particularly this one is exactly what I needed and was missing from Pat McGrath. A real transition shade, a natural matte that I can use for really muted, subtle, everyday makeup. That's what this palette gave me, and particularly this special shade as well, because it's more neutral for these kind of everyday looks. I feel like this palette has the most options for kind of more muted everyday, and this is one of my favorite ever special shades from Pat because it just can go on top of anything. But this is like my favorite look to do because it's just so subtle and beautiful and everyday and perfect, and there's just lots of options in here to do something very, very wearable and everyday and muted and neutral. Like, look at that. Look at those neutral shades in here. I just didn't really appreciate this from afar when I first saw it, but now it's, like I said, it's probably my second, very, very close second to Mothership X, and it has my favourite mattes. It's just glorious. And what was I thinking? I don't know, but maybe I do appreciate it more for the fact that I got it for like a third of the price by waiting for a couple of years. So, you know, all's well that ends well. Next up, a diddy little product. Some may find it boring, but to me it's made a big difference to my makeup. But it's the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Cheat. This is a liner, an eyeliner. Okay, and it's in a cream colour for the waterline. I'm wearing this today. I have stopped, or had stopped, using a brightening liner in my waterline because my favourite, the only ones I've really ever loved for that waterline area, have both been discontinued. First of all was the Marc Jacobs, who knows what's going on with that brand. And then it was the Milk Makeup, the cream liner from Milk Makeup, which again has now ceased to exist. So I just have like, you know, I use those liners. I don't know of another good one to use, and those have now, you know, gone, expired, used up. So I've just been without a brightening eyeliner, and I was just kind of looking through, trying to find, you know, a new one to try, because I get asked a lot of questions about, do I have a waterline brightening liner that stays that I can recommend? And the only two that I've been able to recommend previously are both discontinued. So I kind of was hunting for myself and for one to recommend to you guys, and I stumbled upon this one. Can you see it there? I don't know. The reason why it's so hard to see is because it's such a soft, subtle colour. It's just perfect. I don't want a white in my waterline, or I think I'll look crazy. I want like a brightening. I want it to cancel out like the redness that I have in my lower waterline and just make me look awake. But I don't want to look like I've put white eyeliner there. I want it to be like subtle and natural, but last. And this is perfect. It's the perfect creamy beige colour that's subtle but brightening, and it lasts all day. It's amazing. I don't even know how long this has been around for. Years. It's certainly not new, but it's a golden oldie is what it is. Now, another product that I have Temptalia's blog to thank for discovering these colours of Chanel blush. So I have Chanel blushes. Chanel blush is nothing new to me. It's one of my favourite ever blush formulas. Absolutely love a Chanel blush. And I was looking through the swatches on Temptalia's website, and I came across a couple of shades that I haven't heard of, have never seen in person on the website, and I started looking into these shades, and they are Alezane and Jersey. And when I was Googling them, I found them on the Chanel US website and not on the UK one. The UK had Alezane, was sold out everywhere. It seems to have been like here before, but long gone now. I can't find it anywhere in stock in the UK. And Jersey, I just can't find existing here in the UK ever. It's not on the Chanel website and I don't know what the deal is, but Temptalia has these listed as permanent. So it seems like they're in the US, but not in the UK. They look like exactly what I was looking for. Look at these. If you like a neutral, everyday, natural looking blush, I mean, hello. Perfect. Both have excellent ratings on Temptalia. I think Jersey is like an A+, I think. And so I needed them. So I reached out to my amazing friend Britt Clark, and asked her to purchase these from the US website and send them to me. And she did. And they are glorious and delightful. Alezane, instantly one of my favourite blushes of all time. That's probably my favourite of the two, just because it's much glowier. So here we have Alezane and Jersey, just building those up a little. So hopefully you can see on camera, Alezane is definitely deeper. So it definitely is easier for me to wear in summer. But do you see that glow from Alezane, that luminosity? It's stunning. Jersey is more of a sort of satin matte finish. Alezane is the most stunning finish of a blush ever. It's got sort of like a glorious sheen. If you look really closely, you can see some sort of sparkles in there, but they don't show on the cheeks. It's just the glowiest, smoothest, most luminous, glorious finish ever of a blush. And the colours are perfect. You know, if I want something more subtle, if I'm, you know, more tanned in summer, or I just want something a bit more rich, there is something for everybody. Two of my favourite ever blush shades, didn't even know they existed until I went nosying around. But bring them, please, back to the UK, Chanel, okay? Why do you have these in the US and we have just left out in the UK? What are you doing to us? It's not fair. We love glorious cheeks too, you know. Rude. Next up, the product I'm wearing on my lips, and I think I'm the last person on this planet, on this earth, to know about these, and I'm furious about it. I can only apologise. It's these Armani Power lipsticks. What are they actually called? Is that their name? Is it even close? Lip Power. Yes, I was close. So there. I don't know that I even know these existed. I'm sure people have used these before, but I haven't seen them recently until, again, Erin Nicole. She is just serving me amazing recommendations at the moment. I saw her doing a full face of Armani on her Instagram, and she put one of these on her lips, and I was like, what? Wait, what are those, please, ma'am? Please tell me about them. And she did, and she sold me them, and I instantly ordered shades 109 and 110. 109 and 110. I've got 109 on my lips today. These appeared to be highly pigmented, shiny lipsticks. Why did I not know these exist? I think it's just, the reason is Armani is just completely off my radar these days. I just can't tell you the last product I tried or noticed or was aware of from the brand. And these aren't new, they've been out a long time. I love the packaging, by the way, love it. Love the shape of the bullet, very easy to get nice and precisely around your lip line, around your cupid's bow. I love everything about them. They feel so nice. I mean, now they've kind of dried down and they feel like I've got nothing on my lips, but when you first apply them, they feel like a really thick, substantial, balmy formula, similar to like the Charlotte Tilbury Superstar lips that I love so much. But pardon you, for a shiny pigmented balm, there's barely any transfer there, the tiniest bit. What is happening? Why didn't I know about these? Why have you guys not ordered me to buy them? Because they are amazing. How is it? These remind me of the Chanel Double Tenue, but they're more widely available, and you don't have to go through the faff of doing, you know, the pigment and then the gloss to have a shiny lipstick that wears so well all day through meals, doesn't transfer everywhere. What's happening? How did I not know about these? I'm flabbergasted is what I am. My ghast is flabbered again. I can't believe you guys keep doing this to me. Why didn't you tell me about these? How rude of you. What I will say is I'm not obsessed with the colours that I chose. I thought they were going to be a bit more neutral, but the swatches I found on the website are a little confusing. I won't lie to you. So if you know of some neutral, some nudes in this formula, tell me the numbers, please, in the comment section down. That's how you can make this up to me. The fact that you didn't tell me about how amazing these were, you can make it up to me now and we'll call it even if you give me the name, the number of some shades that are neutral nudes. All will be forgiven. Okay, do it now. Next up, a product that's not new to me, that I have, that I own, that I know exists, and I've known that for a long time. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light one, but this is the original shade, which I never picked up, which tells me when these originally launched, I didn't buy them. So I own the Pillow Talk original shade of this, and I have Pink Gasm. Both of those I know I picked up way after they launched. I think initially I was like, you know, it's a liquid blush / highlight, so I'm not interested in it. I do love the contour one, so I think I just tried those others based on reviews over time. And so I just sort of thought, you know, I have the Pillow Talk colour. I don't need any other colours as far as having one of these Beauty Light ones for a highlighter. And then recently I used the Pillow Talk one, which I haven't used for a very long time, and was so blown away by how glorious and beautiful it is. But it's now on my winter skin tone. It pulls a little pink. And so I thought, I'm going to buy the original shade because this is supposed to be more of like a champagne, more suited to a lighter skin tone. It's so beautiful. This has been out for years. Again, it's from Charlotte Tilbury and it's a highlight. What on earth why on earth did I not buy this when it first came out? What's going on up here, Charlotte? We're letting things slip past and I don't know why it's happening. It is so flipping beautiful. I've been wearing this like almost non-stop since it arrived, and I don't know what to tell you, but it's glorious. It's the perfect colour. It melts into the skin and it gives me that glorious Charlotte Tilbury glowing highlighted cheek that's smooth, that's melted in, that blends into your skin. And it's glorious. I will say I do have to be a little careful with this. In typical like cream / liquid product fashion, I need to use my Lisa Eldridge 107 to lightly tap this. I've tried this with like sort of more firm brushes and it has definitely picked up some of my foundation, but I find when I use it with this or just a lighter fluffier brush or my finger tapped on over the top of foundation, it's glorious. I love that I can do this before my bronzer and blush and it really melts in seamlessly with those other products. But the colour of this is perfect. It doesn't leave any cast. It gives me glorious luminosity without texture, without shimmer, and I'm obsessed with it. And I do not know why I'm so annoying that I didn't purchase it until very recently, because hello, I've been missing out. Again, what a wally. Because everyone talks about that wand as well. So I knew it existed. I think I just thought, I forgot how much I love the formula, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking. I can only apologise. And lastly, something I've played myself on, okay? I'm blaming you guys for these, for not telling me. I blame myself for this next one, okay? We're both equally to blame throughout this video. And this is Nars Tempted Blush. Why did I not buy this? I buy all of the Nars blushes. I love them. One of my favourite formulas, especially the like shimmery finish ones. I thought I had every shade that I was interested in that's my type of blush shade. I thought I had them all. I thought I did. I don't know where I came across this. I saw someone use it. I don't remember who it was, but they changed my life. My blush life, anyway. My cheek game. This is like my favourite Nars blush of life now. Who would have thought my favourite Nars blush, and I didn't even know it existed until a couple of months ago when I randomly stumbled upon it somewhere. Who knows for where it was? Not I do not know. But it's perfection. It's the perfect, slightly peachy but pretty neutral, leaning peachy. That's the worst description of my life, okay? It's basically a neutrally peach. It's not getting any better. I mean, you can see it, okay? You decide what kind of colour it is. It's definitely peachy, but it's not extremely peach. It's kind of, it's got a softer undertone. What is she on about? No one knows. But let me tell you, on the cheeks, this looks pretty neutral on me with a hint of peach. It's so flipping glowy, as you can see, and it's very soft and subtle. I will not be able to use this in summer. In winter, this has like become one of my most used blushes to date. The glow this gives is stunning. You don't need a highlighter. This is giving highlight and blush in one. It's got a bit of a gold, like the shimmer in here is kind of a peachy gold, and then it has a more neutral base. I think that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. But I was very confused, clearly, and it's glorious. It gives me like Charlotte Tilbury cheeks in a Nars blush. How strange is that? But you know what I mean, that gorgeous glowing goddess cheek. Instantly with this blush, it's my favourite ever shade from Nars, and I have so many and I love so many, and I didn't even know this one existed until a couple of months ago, and it's been around for years. What a wally I am. So there you have it. Those are 10 not new in 2022 but new to me products that I absolutely loved and found and discovered and fell in love with in 2022, despite them having been around for years, some of them. And I was just very late to the game. But this is a lesson for us all, okay? There are some incredible older products out there. Some of them are sitting, wasting away in our drawers while we get blinded by all the shiny new things. Have a root through your drawers occasionally. There's some absolute gold in there, if this is anything to go by. So please tell me, did you discover any new products to you that have been around for years that you finally tried this year and fell in love with and wondered where they've been all your life? Please tell me I'm not the only one and make me feel less of a fool, if you would be so kind. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.